What's up, Capoeira Nation? Welcome back to the Capoeira Experience podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, for being part of the Capoeira community, to keep training and support your school. And now that a lot of events are popping up, make sure you support any of the schools around you, including yours. If you have an event, just let us know and see if we can talk about it here on the podcast. And as you know, I like bringing good friends so we can share their experience. So, and I met, so it's fun. It's kind of funny how capoeira works. So one day I received this email and it was like, hey, I'm interested on capoeira class. So I told my wife and I are admin on the email. And I was like, yeah, sure. You just come to this class and all that. And then I asked, like, have you seen capoeira before? I was like, oh yeah, I've done capoeira all this time, blah blah blah. I was like, oh cool, this person already does capoeira. Oh, that's pretty cool. So when they come to the class, is like, oh yeah, I've been doing capoeira in Nashville, sorry, in Tennessee, and I've been doing capoeira for this long. It's like, dude, you already have a class there and everything. Man, why you didn't say anything uh there on the email? So it was really funny to see that. And since then it was a very very like instant click, and since then we became very good friends. I'm very happy to connect, super happy to have him and his future wife here in class every time they come in town, and very happy to visit them all the time. Which next week we're going to his event, and we I don't want to make this too long. Please let me introduce you to my big brother, instructor Turbulencia. How you doing, brother?
Oh, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much, Instructor Kashishi, for
Always,
having me. Really
always, always.
appreciate it. I'm excited.
Of course, yeah. Like I said at the beginning, I love to have my friends here on the podcast, so we can it gets a little more intimate, let's say it that way, for to share a story and experience and everything else, especially like connections and events, anything that you have in your pocket, in your capoeira pocket.
Absolutely.
Yes. And before we get into more stuff in capoeira and around your classes and everything, what is your social media so people can find you and can see you there?
Okay, let's see. I have Instagram. It's my name is just Instructor Turbulencia. I have my Facebook, also Instructor Turbulencia, and yeah, I have a YouTube as well, which is titled the same thing. There's no other Turbulencia, surprisingly.
Nice, nice.
So
Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's true. I never made a Turbulencia before. That's right. I never thought about that.
yes,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then now how is your event? I mentioned before that you are going to have an event. Tell people a little bit about your event, so if they get a chance to visit to this one and see what people can do to get to your event.
Okay, so my event is a nice little conjunction of encounter between several schools. One being Capoeira Indy. Thank goodness Capoeira Indy's coming.
Oh yes.
Um, yeah, we got a school from Alabama, a school from North Carolina. With other monitors and instructors like Monitor Reba. We
Yes.
got Formato Tarantula. We have
Nice.
instructor Bozy from Knoxville.
Nice.
And we have Professor Poderso from Chicago, one of the
Nice.
main teachers coming. And one of my good friends, Formato Sapagidor from Atlanta, he's coming out with his school as well.
That's pretty
So
cool.
everyone's getting together just for the weekend, from mainly the 6th through the 7th, just doing a huge workshop and having fun getting back together after recent events. So
Nice.
should be a real good time. I'm very excited. I'm glad so many teachers like yourself were
Thank you.
going out of their way to have fun with us and celebrate capoeira.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm very excited too. We have a little lag there, but yeah, I'm very excited too. We haven't seen each other for in person for a while, probably like a couple months now, couple
Yeah,
few months now. So it will be really really fun, and really I'm very happy to get back to see you and see your students and share again with you guys. And I think it's going to be really really fun. And Reva again,
Okay.
I got the pleasure to meet Reva few weeks ago, like a month ago, something like that, back at their event and Suakas event.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
if you
really
get
want to make that event.
yes, yeah, that event to the Socasa, right?
Yes.
Yeah, man, that event was dope, man. The energy was super cool. It was really, really nice. Definitely recommend it.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. Next time for next year, let's for sure meet there, and you're gonna like it. It's gonna be fun.
That's the plan.
Yeah. And so how COVID has affected your classes, and has do you stop teaching or you went online? How do you do it?
Well, I was mainly online when in the beginning, but I got offline because it didn't for me give the same effect. I really definitely want to see my students more and really give that face-to-face effect of capoeira. So it affected my school pretty bad the first honestly 4 or 5 months, and then I was once things started getting a little better, I decided to do some more classes. So at first, when COVID was going on, I did about 2 classes a week.
Okay.
Now I'm doing 4 or 5 classes a week
Oh,
because
cool.
yeah, I'm like we can keep our spacing. Things are getting better. Throw some masks on.
Nice.
I'm just it just kind of motivated me to do it even stronger.
Yeah. And are you doing the 4 or 5 classes during the week at the same spot?
Oh no, so we either go to a spot that I have on post on my army post
Oh,
that
okay.
I do, and we have the Grit Fit Gym. Also, we go to downtown Commons, which is a park that some of my event is going to be on August 7th as well. It's a beautiful park.
Oh, cool. Oh, so it's outdoors.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
one of those locations are outdoors.
Oh, okay, that's awesome, man. That's pretty smart, especially to that's outdoors classes, outdoor events always are pretty good to free advertisement.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the best way, and that's what I do here. Like whenever I get a chance to do an outdoor class, I always bring a bunch of flyers and bring a bunch of business cards and everything, because I always get at least one or two people asking, like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? What is this?" And he's capoeira, and here's the flyer. He's the information. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. Then and you say you went from online to person, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you feel about the online classes? Do you were you comfortable? Was a little tough?
It was a little bit tough.
Yeah.
I was comfortable, but I was like, man, I would hate for me to not see something because the camera's angled a certain way and
Yeah.
my ankle. And I'm like, oh, I
Ah.
did not. Oh man. Yeah. So it kind of made me nervous online and
Yeah.
a little bit, not being
Yeah.
there to help.
Yeah. 'Cause liabilities or something like that, or just be of what made you nervous online?
Um, just the fact that I couldn't see everything
I see.
like I
Okay.
could in person.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And the energy too. To keep the energy up on class is a little tricky. Is yeah, it's very tricky.
Absolutely. We vibe off each other and camera to camera is definitely not the same.
Man, and the energy, especially like sometimes uh I taught classes before online where it's feedback in the background. And then sometimes you say something, explain something, and then it's the background that you gotta mute everybody, and it's just not the same. It's never gonna be the same.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do you do like basic, or how do you structure the online classes?
So the online classes were definitely structured basic, intermediate, advanced,
Okay.
and kids and adults.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were.
Yeah. Yeah. The what is the kids range of age?
They were between 7 and 12.
Okay. How do you keep them like attached to the screen?
Right. We played games together. I'm like, hey, we're
Okay.
doing this, and then
Okay.
like
Yeah. It's tricky, man. It's tricky, especially for kids. They get distracted so easy.
oh yeah.
Yeah. The I taught one class to kids class for my mestre, and man, I was like, hey, come back. Hey, wait a second. And they ran away to like, oh, go away. I'm gonna go see the dog. And I was like, dude, come back. Wait a minute. Oh man, yeah, it was very tricky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's very tricky to keep them like concentrated, like focus on the screen.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Which is
and yeah. Go ahead.
I was like, which is different because I mean they're pretty focused on the screen when it's cartoons or something, and
Yeah, yeah.
you got
I
us
don't
doing
know.
flips and
I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know what. I don't really know, man. I don't know if it's the comics. I don't know, man. I don't really know. It's very tricky.
yeah. Well, what were
And
you saying?
yeah, the so now coming back now to yourself, like how is your story? Like how do you start in capoeira?
Wow. Yeah, I started capoeira right before I graduated high school, so I was around 16 years old, and
Nice.
wow, one of my friends introduced me to it when I was doing taekwondo. Like I was in the route to being an Olympic taekwondo guy,
Yeah.
and I was like, nothing's better than this
Ah,
until my friend was just like, capoeira is. I was like, is it? I was like, show me. So
yeah.
him and me, being kids, being teenagers, we just started just sparring, and I was like, I really like how some of the things you were doing.
Yeah.
So that had me get into capoeira just immediately. I was so excited to try capoeira because I thought all the movements were challenging, and I thought the history was just interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what year was that?
That was 2006.
Oh, cool. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool, man. And
Oh
you
yeah.
started there in Tennessee?
Yep. I studied in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, do you study like straight up with Balanza or other group?
So first I started with a UCA under Mestre Avestruz, who's under
Oh,
Mestre
cool.
Accordion.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
Nice.
spent about 6 years with them, and then I joined the army,
Yeah.
and I couldn't take them with me, so I had to make some changes.
Yeah. Yeah. So and in
Uh,
between the 2000, how long was the from 2006 to when you joined the army? When did you join the army?
I joined the army in 2010.
Okay. Okay.
So me and my mestre, we just kept in touch, and he gave me advice to train and everything until he was like, "Hey, I wish I could be there. Like if there's group close, he's like, capoeira is like a big family. You can
Yeah.
train with them." So
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
I
The
did.
it's hard. It's hard to like kind of like coach. I guess is if you know there, it's pretty tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when do you join or how do you get to Grupo Balanza?
So I moved to my second duty station from Georgia to Clarksville, Tennessee, and
Okay.
here I met group of Balanza through Professor Emi, and
Oh, cool.
spent
Okay.
about a year with him until I was just like, you know what, I want to join the group. Let me talk to my mestre because this is awesome. And my mestre was like, yeah, I done told you, yeah, let's go, let's do it. He was like, you could be, one of the really, really good ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
And that's when I finally got introduced to my mestre now, Mestre Valu, and spent a
Nice.
few times like going to Brazil training with him, and that just concreted me as I am now.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, man. So you barely got the mosquito bite when you went to Brazil. The capoeira
Exactly.
mosquito bite. Nice. Nice. How was that trip to Brazil? When was the trip?
My first trip, I believe, was 2015. I've been to
Oh, cool.
Brazil,
Okay.
wow, a lot. I think 5 times now. And
Nice.
the first trip was kind of rough.
Yeah, yeah. Why?
you
What was
know,
so rough?
I went in there and I was kind of, I was shy, but I still wanted to like really push myself. And
Yeah.
I think they kind of took it like who you think you are kind of
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But I was just like excited.
yeah, yeah.
So I went to Mercado Modelo,
Oh, cool. Nice.
but and I was nervous, but I had a good time, met some good mestre, and it was great. It was great. And after that, started teaching workshops in Brazil with my mestre, and
Oh,
it
cool.
just people started to remember me, and it was awesome. I
Yeah.
usually go every year.
Nice.
Since then, since 2015.
Wow. So every year, so you went all the way what, 2000, what, 20? No, 2019, something like that.
2020.
Oh, that's
No, no,
awesome.
no, no. It was 19, not 20. Yep.
19, yeah. That's awesome,
I
man. Like,
went one year. I went twice.
nah, okay, okay. So you went right before the pandemic then, before the pandemic started hitting.
Yes.
That's cool. Whoa, that's that. Oh, cool in a good sense.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
last time I was there was no, May 2019, where I had my batizado.
Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Where you got your core, you structural core.
Yes.
Okay, okay. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and
Yeah, yeah.
was always to Bahia.
Yep. Every time I went to Salvador, but while we were in Salvador, we went to different places like
Oh, okay,
Peri and just other cities.
okay, okay. Well, how when you went there, how was the culture in between, like American culture and Brazilian culture?
It was good. It was good
Yeah,
for the most part.
yeah,
People didn't mind me. They started to realize, I just want to be like you guys. I was just like,
yeah,
I love the lifestyle. Come on,
yeah,
show me the lifestyle.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, give me water from the fountain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool. They do they are were they like very like open arms and welcoming?
They were very open arms after my first visit, and especially when I started
Oh,
learning a little more Portuguese.
oh, okay, okay. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, yeah. I never been to Bahia, so I want to see how how people are there, and how open arms they are to foreigners.
They would love you. I think they didn't love me as much because I wasn't as good,
Oh,
as I am now.
yeah, yeah.
But
Nice.
they'll love you.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Well, the good thing is like at least I can communicate and I mean after many years I can communicate now. So you can communicate now. And yeah. So
Yeah,
you
I can compute that quite a bit better.
okay, okay, nice, nice. As long as you can know you know how to move, how to ask for water and beer, they will love you.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yes.
That's awesome. What do you think about the food there,
The food is delicious.
man?
I don't know if it was like the training, maybe 12 hours a day, or it could be just the
12 hours.
water is special. Oh, oh man.
Jeez.
Because I'm in the army, I made the most as I could with the
Yeah.
vacation. I always use up my vacation time to go to Brazil every year, or that one time twice a year. So I stayed like 2 weeks at a time, and I just trained. Like I was like,
Nice.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, yeah, nice. That's really cool, man.
Oh yeah,
That,
thank you. I'm so happy my mestre mestre Bali was able to like deal with me just wanting it all the
yeah, yeah. That's really cool. Do you stay with Mr. Balu the whole time?
time. Not the whole time. Sometimes he
Okay.
would send me off to another school
Okay.
to train with them or take me somewhere and drop me off at Mercado Modelo because he was still doing things too and
Yeah, yeah,
had
of course.
workshops and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He's like, here, get home and like and drive off. Le-
exactly,
like learn how to get home, my little Padawan, and like throw you there.
that's what it felt like. I was like,
Yeah.
no,
No.
oh, Google Translate.
Yeah,
Like,
running behind the car. No. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. That's definitely one of the spot I always wanted to go. I just I don't know anyone there, and but definitely it would really cool if like we grab a leader group and we all travel there. Oh, be really cool. Oh, really nice.
let's do it.
Yeah, yeah. Especially like you already know people there, it would be really cool. You can show us
Hmm.
around and everything.
Absolutely. Just
Yeah,
just tell me when.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Going next year for sure.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna go. Have you ever been Fortaleza?
Not yet.
No,
I've
yeah.
been trying to get through there. I mean, it's a long ways from Salvador, but it would
Yeah,
be nice to go there.
yeah, yeah. The beach there is super nice. I went there once, and I really, really want to go back.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I really the capoeira there was really good. The people are super welcoming. Yeah, it was really, really nice.
You
Yeah,
gotta show me. Please show me.
yeah, yeah. The food was so good. The thing I love about traveling to Brazil is the price, the cost is so cheap. You can eat so much for so little.
Woo!
Yeah,
Everyone loves that rate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man, I just think about it and I get hungry. It's so good, man.
It's
The
awesome.
what was the favorite thing you to eat there? Your favorite thing to eat
Uh,
there?
I like the goat ribs.
Oh, I never tried that. Oh, that
I
sounds good.
never had goat before, but only there, and it was delicious.
Oh yeah, I had gold back in Venezuela, but I never had like gold ribs. How's that? Like barbecue or something like that?
It tastes like really great, like better chicken.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to describe, but it's delicious. The best thing I've ever had in my life.
That's so good, man. That's so
You
good.
know, I'm 32, so I've tried a lot of things.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
delicious.
yeah, yeah. The I remember back in Venezuela. So there's if you try to cook the male goat during the heating season, the meat tastes like piss. Like it literally is like really bitter. It's really bitter. One time back in Venezuela, my family and I went to a restaurant and I
Mhm.
asked for soup and like goat soup. And when I tried it, it was like super gross. I was like, oh my god, what is this? And I gave to my mom, and my mom tried. And I was like, they probably got a goat when he was on the heating season. And I was like, this is gross. And then I returned it, and then we exchanged the food. But I was like, man, I learned my lesson from there. Yes,
Oh
yes,
no.
yeah. But I try like all other. That was the only bad experience. But I mean, I grew up eating goat and farms and all that. Man, it's so good. It's so tender when it's really like cooked right. It's very
Uh-huh.
tender, very nice.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's very flavorful. Absorbs the flavor very good.
I need to try more goat.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
really good. How is the what got you to teach? Like how what are you saying when you were like, well, I've been traveling this much to Brazil. Um, I want to teach because of this.
Hmm. Well, I to be honest, I never had the goal to teach.
Okay,
Um, let's see, I started teaching. Wow, that was 2017.
nice.
It's when I started teaching, and it was about my third time to Brazil, and my master told me after a really hard session, I'll never forget. It was like 3 in the morning. I was like, you know what, this is getting a little easier. And he looked at me and he said, the next time you come here, you need 12 students, your
Oh,
own school,
nice.
12 Birnbau, one Atabak. Like he just named everything. And I was just like, for what? And
Yeah,
he was like, it's time for you to start sharing what you know.
nice. Okay.
And I was like, but why? I was just like, who am I, to,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
teach
yeah,
capoeira? Like
yeah,
he was like, you're Turbulencia.
yeah.
Like you're ready. And after that, I just kind of really started enjoying seeing other people that I got the chance to teach just getting better. Like
Nice.
something about that just really makes me very happy. Like more so than me just learning a new movement or something, which is what I used to look forward to. Like, yeah, I got
Yeah,
that movement. Took me
nice.
about
Yeah,
2 months that I got it.
yeah,
But now it's like, yeah, my student can do like a, Algiratoria, just that spinning handstand and
yeah.
landing negativa. And before he just learned Jenga not too long ago. Like,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. Same. Exact same feeling for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy to seeing people progressing, like exact same thing that you said. I like people seeing like AU is they struggle to do AU, and then we in class we practice and be like, oh, now you can do full AU, and be like, do you remember when you couldn't do AU before? Now look at you, or like handstands, and then see be like walking handstands and be like, see, remember you couldn't like even get your hands before. Now look at you, like he's getting you progressing, and then that makes me very happy too.
It's amazing, right? Like one of
Yeah,
my students were just able to finally touch their hands to the floor.
Nice.
I'm like, oh man, he's about to be doing cartwheels soon. I'm so excited.
Nice. Yes. Yeah. And the face when they finally get the movement, and it's just so cool. So it's very fulfilling.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And how you mentioned before about the army, right? When do you start the army, in between the year, or when do you join the army?
I joined the army in 2010.
Okay.
Um, and I got about 9 more years left, then I'm gonna retire.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And if God willing, I can have a big school and actually be able to settle down. Because I mean,
Yeah.
in the army, I have to move every 3 years, but wherever I go, Capoeira is gonna go.
100%, 100%. Yeah. It's like Mr. Cueca said, when I had Mr. Cueca on the podcast. Uh, he mentioned, like, we are capoeira. We have and a lot of people are gonna disagree with this, but we have the misconception of capoeira is a big entity outside, but we are capoeira. Like, if we leave the room, there's not gonna be capoeira in the room. It's not gonna be anything like, if you put a camera there, a jinga, and now leave the room. Is a capoeira there? Capoeira is gonna be the person, right? So is I was like, why did he see that before? And I was like, man, that's actually true, and since then I believe in that too. Is you, like you said, wherever you go, capoeira is gonna go, because you are capoeira.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I was like, man, that's pretty cool way to see it, and I really like that.
Absolutely. I don't think I could do anything without capoeira. It's like my skin,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Yeah, and it's just like who we are, and I don't know. At the beginning, when I met my wife, I always was like, "Oh yeah, I see capoeira everywhere. If I go to a grocery and I need to pass by really quick, it's like I feel like I'm going the hot that, when you are going to buy the game, and that you like move, and you know what I mean. You like buy the game, and then you go fast, and it's just like, I don't know. I see capoeira
Yeah,
everywhere. Yeah,
because you're there.
yeah, and you, I don't know, you see everything like a capoeira hoda.
Yep,
Yeah,
I do
you,
it too.
yeah, it's really cool to see it that way. And now she sees that way too. I don't remember, like, few days ago she was like, I feel like capoeira, like, I'm into like buying the game really fast. It's like, well, why you say that? Because like we cut someone off on the grocery store because it was walking so slow, and she was like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy the game. I'm just gonna go. It's like, oh, I see. I
Oh,
see. Yeah, capoeira, man.
that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And how is the life with the army? How balancing the army and capoeira?
Well, I think it's always been kind of rewarding, but
Okay.
very relentless. At least for
Okay.
me, because I can't think of a better word. I wake up at 5 in the morning every day, and I usually get off at between 4 and 5 in the evening, and then I come home, eat dinner, then I go do capoeira, like either by myself or I teach a class. And then I won't get home until late at night, and then I have to wake up at 5 again. And it's usually
Nice.
like that Monday through Saturday, because I rest Sunday. And
Yeah.
it's been like that for years,
Nice.
but I've gotten used to it. And I just have to train special now so that I can make up the time. And, I just got to be effective. And
Yeah, yeah.
best thing about being in the army is I've learned definitely how to be pretty effective.
It's funny. I was about to tell you the same. Like, did like army like taught you like the effectiveness of like effectiveness mentality?
Absolutely. I think capoeira has taught me a lot as far as like having patience and how to have the discipline to carry myself with other people, like thinking about other people and being basically selfless, and the
Yeah.
army has given me that like tactical method of, hey, you need to make sure that you're thinking about this, make a list of this, and be like structured this way. So it's like a mixture of water and fire that I kind of got this new element,
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Nice. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Elements, water and fire. Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And do you think that has been helping you, the armament, the structure mentality is being helping you to your class and keep you class organized and everything?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Most of the time it does. As you know, some people don't want a lot of structure. That's why they do capoeira,
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
So so that's why I say water and fire. Sometimes I need to turn it on, turn it off, or sometimes I just need to have a mix of the two.
Okay. How about hot
And
water?
yeah, exactly. I'm like, you can do this, that, that, and this, as long as you meet this intent, but for you it's this. Like,
Nice.
that's the best.
Yeah, it's funny because it's funny that you mentioned that too, because uh the way how I put it to my student is be like, as a human being, we want to make sense of everything. But in capoeira, doesn't have to make sense. And then and it's like, well, it's like same thing. It's like for you, you can do it like this, and this. But for you, it can work like this. But if you do it like this can happen. And it's like, wait, what? Yeah, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, but they get it
Yeah,
eventually, right? I mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and do you like to build that structure and having the kind of like flexibility with capoeira and structure and flexible on all that?
I definitely like the flexibility of capoeira. I love
Nice,
to. Sometimes I see students as like just a puzzle waiting to be unlocked and made beautiful. I'm just like, I
nice.
just got to
Okay.
figure out how you work. And actually, you're gonna tell me, you just don't know yet.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
then we'll make the puzzle as
yeah,
beautiful as possible.
yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure. I was talking to one of my friends from Cleveland last to on my last open holder, and we were talking about art and crafting and all that because they saw design. I made design from scratch by myself, and yeah, you saw all everything sponsored by
Nice.
so is I was telling him like, I feel like capoeira is like crafting. It's like you just put little pieces together, and when you get a student, it's like a blank canvas. You just and each canvas is like unique. It's a unique stroke, and it's like you paint it. You can paint. You can try to make it the same, two canvas the same, but they're never gonna be the same. Doesn't matter as much as you try. And then is and then we were talking about art, crafting, capoeira, and all that. It was really cool, and I like also what you said. Is like putting pieces together.
Yes, see that is why I love your class so much. I'm gonna keep telling you, like every time
Ah,
I'm in
thanks, man.
town, I'm gonna visit you because I'm just like, let me see how he's gonna teach this. Oh man, I like that idea. See,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never thought about that.
Thank
You
you,
definitely do that. It's wonderful.
thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, it's just like I'm a very slow learner. I learn very very slow, and then I need repetition, and repetition for me to learn stuff. And if I see it different angles, is like I'm always going to be questioning. It's like, what if you do it this way? What if, does it this way? Does it work? It's like, so if we have a circle, which way can you see it? If you have a coin, is it going to be round all the time, or is it going to be flat? Depends where the angle you see it. So it's going to be, you spin it around, it's going to be a little ball. But if you see it one side, it's going to be flat. But if you on one side, it's going to be circles. I don't know. It's just like different angles for you to see these different kind of stuff.
I understand. Wow, that's
Yeah.
a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I don't know, I like talking about capoeira, and we can be here all day.
Hey, got
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. So and uh how was that motivation coming back to teaching? And once you decided teaching, was it when in between teaching, when you started teaching and you got your first student, and that, or the student that was like very consistent, how long was the period? How long did you train together? How long were you promoting your class until your class kind of start getting like solid class? You know what I mean?
Um, okay, so you're asking when
Like
I started back teaching. Uh-huh.
for example, when I opened up my class here in Indiana, it
Mhm.
was me and my wife for like 2 years, and then it was just two of us. the whole all the time. And I was like, I know people are gonna show up. I know people are gonna show up. And I was there all the time. And she was like, hey, nobody sign up. Are we going to class? And I was like, I don't care. Well, what if one day people probably like they and this is normal for people. They be like, oh, capoeira are these days, but they don't sign up, but they show up to class. What if that happens? And then they knock the door and be like, hey, I saw your classes, and then do you sign up online? No. So what if we get one day that person? And
Mm.
even don't worry if you don't want to go with me. I'm gonna show up, and all the time for 2 years, every single class, until people start showing up. And then now my class is, well, we are like about 8, 9 people when everybody's
Oh,
together. Yeah,
awesome. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Wow. Well, yeah, I was in the same boat. Because again, I'm in the army, so I move every 3 years.
yeah.
Every time I leave, I try to leave a little piece of me there. If they want to continue to work, they can. If not, then we stay in touch and we train. So as soon as I moved here to Tennessee, which was about 2 years ago, I immediately got deployed and started
Oh,
online classes. So that was mainly just that year, the first year in 20. Okay, I don't exactly know when. Like the end of 2019 to almost end of 2020, I was
okay,
deployed,
okay.
and still like steadily just with my other students back in Missouri, where I came from, training online. But as soon as I got here, I started just I found a place and I started my school again because this was the new location. And I'd say 2 months went by where I didn't have anyone. I just kept coming and just trained myself and kept advertising until one day one student came.
Yes,
And that one student she just opened everything up. It's like she was
nice.
like, other people got to know, and people came in and out. And I started just having people to train with, people
Yeah,
to train, people to teach.
yeah,
Um, Not a lot of them stay consistent yet because it's still basically during the pandemic.
yeah.
So technically, I have right now three like main committed, but
Nice.
altogether about, you know, 6 or 7 that come
Okay,
in and out.
okay,
So
okay.
it was
That's a good
okay.
number
It
to get started. Yeah,
right, and with everything getting better, I hope it continues to get better.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
the people feel a little bit more open. Do you think like once they start like getting the vaccine now and the mask off, did the people feel a little more comfortable to come into class, in person
I
class?
think so.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I think so. I've had a lot of people that want to come, but then they're concerned. Everyone's
Yeah,
concerned.
yeah, understandable. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, nice. How during the period when you start teaching and when the first student showed up, how do you keep that motivation? How were you like, I know people are gonna show up.
Right. I
Yeah,
was just really happy to have one student. I
nice.
mean, really happy. Like I taught her everything. I think she got just the full course of Turbulencia. And then when other people started coming, she told me, like, she was just like, I'm glad other people are here because she's like, share the wealth. Like,
Yeah, that's nice. That's funny. Yeah. Is she still training?
she's still training my student. Oh yes.
Nice.
Synergy Venta.
Nice. So
Yeah,
are we gonna see her next week?
absolutely.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Good job. Nice. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And it's
Oh
really
yeah.
cool to see the first student like progressing and learning and try to bring more people and talking to other people about your class and all that. It's really cool to pass on that mosquito bite to other person.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And to wrap it up, the last few questions, or the last two questions, at least on this case. Two favorite capoeira music that you can say like I can sing this every hada and I get goosebumps, or I love singing this in the hada. Two, two of them.
Mm. I love singing O Galera.
What is it? What is it? What is someone?
Have you heard that one?
No, no.
Ah, yes. I'm gonna.
Say,
I'm
yeah,
gonna teach it. I'm gonna teach it like
yeah,
a
yeah.
Oh galera da capoeira, essa dança e luta, não é brincadeira. It's the first
Oh,
paragraph.
okay, okay, cool. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
The
And the second one, what is it?
second one would probably be La La Way. That
Oh,
really like pumps me up.
yes, yes. Everybody, man, especially when it's a lot of people. Oh man, yeah,
Man,
yeah,
flying.
yeah, yeah. Brings all the energy up.
Mhm.
Yeah. What would be single advice to the capoeira community to wrap it up?
Simple advice.
Single advice.
I would say every day is your time. Get as much as you can out of the day to give to capoeira, and capoeira is going to give it right back, and you'll just be more prepared for life every single day, more so than yesterday.
Nice, nice. I like that. And is everything comes with practice, right? The more you practice, the better you're gonna feel. The more, I guess, the sense of accomplishment, because you finally break the barrier and be like, oh man, I did my handstand, and oh man, now I'm walking on my handstands, and then you switch it up, and then you start adding more and adding more, and you're like, man, I didn't know I could do this. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I always get a lot of people saying like, I didn't know I could do my handstand, or I didn't know I could do Ausima. He's like, I know, man, just training. I know you can do it. You just gotta believe that you can do it and keep training.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Well, man, thank you so much. Very, very happy to have you on here, and very happy to listening and learning from your experience, your knowledge, especially in the army, the structure of the army, and capoeira. I think that's really cool.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for having me.
Always, always. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for getting this far. Remember, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up on Facebook or YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is going to help us and help me to get bigger numbers and bigger subscribers so we can give more information. Okay, please, if you're listening, I know you're listening, I know you're watching, please give me a subscribe, give me a like. Okay, I know you're watching right here or listening. All right, have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening every single episode, especially the episode we just did. All right, thank you so much. Peace.